Yes, people, and welcome back to Norski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Good to have you back. Please smash that like button, subscribe, and share if you are new. My voice is a little bit croaky there, so I know a little bit like Sean Dyche. I don't know. I've been eating some concrete and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, the last couple of days, it's just I don't know what's happening. It's just I'm not got a cold or nothing like that. But mate, it must be just the shouting from last week Wednesday after that atrocious game. But listen, we bounced back on the Saturday evening against Newcastle, so I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. The Premier League weekend fallouts, FA Cup, Champions League, and all of that stuff. Some people are in it, some ain't. Hopefully, we'll have a couple more people on. I know Kofi will be in the chat. Not too sure about Ez, I'm not too sure about JP, but listen, we're going to crack on anyway, regardless. Please, again, smash that like button, subscribe and share if you are new, and welcome to Mr. Scott in the future. Hope you're doing good, mate. Yeah, this throat, man. I think D's going to have to do my talking today because that boy, the throat he's playing up a little bit. But listen, we crack on. All right, so let me have no further ado and bring in Mr. Big D. What are you saying, bro?
I'm all right, matey. Not bad.
All good.
Yeah, man. Boy, just the gift that keeps on giving, man.
I thought for a moment you was going to kiss your badge there.
Nah. There's nothing to kiss with that badge right now, and if these guys don't behave themselves tonight, then my lord, that's all I can say.
Oh yes, you're away to Nottingham Forest in the city ground.
Yes,
and I'll tell you what, mate, that could be tricky. That could be a bit tricky.
The thing is, they have the pace to beat us. That's the joke. Yes, Scott, my guy, what's going on?
It is what it is, man. Yeah. But yeah, no. So how you doing anyway? Apart from Man United, 10
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I had a couple of really long night shifts that just kind of done me in a little bit. Like I was just like this today. By the time I woke up, or something to 2 in the afternoon, I was broke, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
body just shut down and said sleep. So yeah, that's what I did. And back in tonight, you know what I mean? It's supposed to double tomorrow, but that got cancelled down just to the single, so I'm kind of cool with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last day of the month, forensic.
Yeah,
they always panic on the last day of the month and do a lot of madness.
Yeah.
And the 29th as well, yeah, leap year, innit?
Oh yeah, leap year, innit? So for those people who are looking to get married, there are women who are asking for a proposal. So you get down on one knee and let's be having
proposal,
man. Delia Smith, let's be having ya. But listen, we've got a lot to talk about this week, and a lot has gone on regarding the Premier League. Managers, mate, big talking point, massive talking point. Ten Hag, Pochettino, you know, even Eddie Howe, you know, listen, the man is lying 10th at the moment. They're talking about probably Nagelsmann maybe going to Newcastle. The Newcastle getting slapped up by Arsenal last Saturday night. And yeah, listen, I come the summer. I don't think nobody will be let go now. I think they're going to all wait till the summer. And I'm telling you now, it's guess who's going to go, basically. Do you know what I mean? You know, you've got Ten Hag lying to himself.
Yeah, he's clinging on there, isn't he? It's kind of wild to watch,
Mr. Klingon, mate. Mr. Klingon. Just to say, just off topic, before you get into it, do you make beats, D?
No, I don't. And I tried to get into that years ago, and I had some software there, and I just never pushed myself to do it. You know what I mean? I'm sure the session guys that tour, especially the drummers that we know, it's probably them that would do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's the technology now.
Flicks and overlay. I know it's bad, isn't it? Through the roof, isn't it? Yeah, us guys are used to playing, Scott, without all the soundtracks and all that. And now we've got all the soundtracks in our ears telling us that I played too quickly or too slowly.
Play at this point. Play the bridge. Back to the cop.
Right, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, it's different now. Leave
that to the youngsters, man. Leave that to the youngsters, man. I tried that in when I was doing some studio work. And he's trying to get used to it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm too old in the tooth for all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, we all have something in common. Scott, I know you play a little bit of guitar, I believe. And, we like music. We love live music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep music live,
Yes,
as they say.
exactly, man. Stop
Keep
all the
it live.
cheating. And it's stop
Stop
all the cheating.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Pretending it played, all that rubbish. Get out of here. But listen, we have got a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to keep waffling on. So obviously, as usual, we're going to be talking about the Prem review and the player ratings. And now some players featured, now some didn't turn up. Bar Rashford. Ref watch. Bit of ref watch. Who says that you can't win with kids? Yeah. £0 spent compared to the $1 billion Blues. And Toffees points deduction reduced to 6 points after appeal. Will they be safe at the end of the season? Who knows? Big up to Junior, what you're saying, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes, Junior, build yourself, my guy.
And last of all, what's going on? Prediction results game week 26, and the what's going on fantasy Prem shout out, which Mr. Big D will be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, let's just before we go into let's just look at last week Wednesday. Arsenal were involved in the Champions League, and after coming off the back of sort of putting goals past most teams that we've played in the last 5-6 games, we turn up against Porto, 0 shots on target. I don't know if you saw the game or saw any highlights of the game, mate. That was one of the most
highlights,
boring, drab game I've seen. And you know what made it worse is that we didn't have one shot on target. Every man from the keeper to listen. I'm not going to blame the keeper. Completely say could he have done better. He was like he kind of was off his line, and some people said he could have saved it. Was it a worldie by the Porto guy? Who knows? But at the end of the day, we did not have one shot on target. And playing in Champions League and then playing, in the Premier League is two different.
It's two different. But it's two different. The pace of the game, everything, tactical, all of it.
You could see what Porto were doing. The dark arts.
Yeah.
Pep, who used to play for Real Madrid, turning 41 or has turned 41 this week, keeping us quiet. Do you know what I mean? And they just knew every minute they were going down. But listen, they knew what to do. Yeah, he got out tacticked by Arteta got out tacticked by the Porto manager. And listen, they come back to us in a couple of weeks' time down at the Emirates. What are your thoughts on that game? What do you think what will happen come the return leg? They're going to that game 1-0. You know they're going to come and probably park the bus and try and play out for a draw. But what are your thoughts on that game?
I think with Arsenal, I think you got the quality defenders just to go after them. Like don't Arsenal can't afford to be tentative. Can't afford to be trying to play any kind of counter-attacking football. I think you just storm them and let them make that mistake. I think if you tick for tack, you're going to come unstuck again. And so hopefully he knows that at home with your 12th man being the stadium and the crowd, that you put these guys under pressure from the off. Your set pieces with your two big defenders, you know what I mean? Everything into the box.
Well, listen, set pieces, 21 goals
from set pieces this season. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you've got to go to your strengths.
You've
got to go to your strengths on that, Norms.
But the thing is, I think, we can't, when they do come back for the return leg, we just got to hit them. I mean, they're going to play in that low block, but we got to learn how to break them down. That is the things. We have to learn how to break them down, and we got to use our wingers more. Stop going down through the centre. Use the wingers more. But I think we should beat them, as Scott said earlier on. 3-0, I think, we've got the 12th man as in the Emirates, and we're, the Emirates is pretty much a fortress. All right, yes, we lost to West Ham at home, but again, we should have won that game because the amount of shots that we had, we just couldn't break them down. But we need to learn how to break down, players.
These teams that sit in low block. It's when I say it's lazy. When I say it's lazy football, it's just it allows them to do the smash and grab, because even for the goal, Norm, like I must have said twice, he's gonna shoot and I'm waiting for someone to just clamp him. Just take the free kick and just let him shoot. I'm like, unbelievable. That was a proper sucker punch goal kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the 94th minute.
Yeah, you don't do that.
And the build up to the goal was, you see, we was very naive in that game because Martinelli picked the ball up and tried to play a crossfield pass. It hits their man. Now, Declan Rice should have closed him down, gave him too much space, and Galeno was able to put it, sort of used him as like a marker and called it round him. It didn't go into like the top corner or anything like that. It kind of just sort of dropped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As Junior was saying that in the chat, that maybe Rayner was too far off his line. Or
because he actually probably didn't think he was going to shoot from there. No.
Well, some people are saying that because the chances are he was thinking that maybe he's putting a cross in or something like that.
He goes to the right, and the moment he does that, I said he's going to put his fruit. He's going to put his legs through this. I'm like, someone to stick a boot in. Even if you're given a static, even if you're given the free kick, you got to, like, no one made an attempt. He had a free shot on him. I'm like, you can't do that in Champions League because them sucker punch ones after 90 minutes, that's not the one, man.
Yeah.
Because you work so hard.
Absolutely 90. Yeah.
Yeah, to come away with a 0-0, and then you just like, what was that?
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, go away with a 0-0, take it back to the Emirates, and just put them seats. So, listen, it's advantage Porto, but we've got to literally from the offset go at them, and get a couple of goals really quick, because then they're gonna have to try and come out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and hopefully not get any key injuries this weekend, because I'm sure he's going to be a bit cagey with that, the way he plays that. Obviously, because you're on two fronts, and it's a fine balance, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, the good thing about it, we don't play until because when we played them last week, so it's 2 weeks away before we play them. So we won't be playing until around
because and then you guys are playing on Monday.
Yeah, and we're playing Sheffield United
in the league.
So we should still go with a full strength team against Sheffield United. But let's not go there thinking, listen, we're scoring goals, like it's 25 goals now, D. Yeah. 6 games, 25 goals, 6 games, absolutely ridiculous. All right, let me just bring in Big Ez. Yes, Mr. Ez, what you saying, bro?
Ez, my guy. What you saying, bro?
All good.
Can you hear me?
All good.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, we cannot afford to go into that Sheffield United game thinking, it's only Sheffield United. Got to go there, put them to the sword. Listen, we've won 6 games. We're a team turn of the century to win 6 games on the bounce. We could potentially go and do 7 games and score more goals. 25 goals, a goal difference of 39. It's a pity that, Newcastle, and we couldn't keep a clean sheet. It had to be Joe Willett that had to go and put it past. It was a very good goal.
Yeah.
And we got a goal difference of plus 39, mate. Absolutely ridiculous. 21 goals. 21 of those goals are from set pieces. People are saying it's like taking when we get set pieces. People are saying, I've heard it. It's like taking a penalty because we're likely to score. The set piece coach has done us wonders. Got to Dubai. We've come back. 25 goals. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So, let's see what happens. But what's Junior saying here? Should it have who's this? Right. I think he's saying it should be Partey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Partey.
Timber. Yeah, but back in the starting lineup to play Porto.
I think Junior's speaking in tongues right now.
I think you're saying Jesus.
Yeah. So all those players, apparently they're in training now. So, but I don't know what's going on with Jesus at the moment. But I know for a fact that Timber's, I think now I'm hearing he's in training, and the other players. So that's really good. Going into the business end of the season, it's good that we've got those players coming back. Tommy Ashu and I'm not too sure about Tommy Ashu, but Thomas Partey, Shevchenko, and Timber in training, which is absolutely brilliant.
So you see Timber though? Where would he play? At right back?
Well, this is a thing. This is a question. Listen, we've only seen a very small sample of Timber. What we saw of him was brilliant, was good. He's been out. Listen, let's not get this twisted. Let's not get this twisted. He ain't going to come back and suddenly get in a team and turn everything around. He's going to have to just work his way. Remember, he's coming back from a serious ACL, and it's going to take time. He's got to get match fit. But it's good that we can have our bench is going to look a lot different to what it was, a few months back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we had all those players out. So Timber coming in inside, he could play across that line. He could play as a defender. He can play as a right back. He started him as a left back because he decided that he was going to play Thomas Partey as an inverted right back for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you look at it, like I just don't see him upsetting Saliba and Gabriel right now.
No, they're
that's what I'm saying. So
the two best defenders.
If he gets in, he's going to get in. He's going to get in as a wing back, any or
absolutely.
You know
He's not. Listen, I don't think Arteta had an intention. He's a utility player in the sense that he can play right across that back line. But I don't think Arteta is going to. I mean, it was crazy at the beginning of the season that he decided he was going to keep Gabriel on the bench. I don't know what that was all about. It was
that was a personal thing, isn't
it? Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely personal. Whatever reason, and he probably questioned why you bought Timber. He probably got in his face and said, like, if I'm your starting man, why have you bought Timber when we need other spots? You know how players get, man.
But at the same time, you got to remember, and you're right. The players do get like that, but you see, Timber, he's so universal that he can play right back, left back, centre back, and actually defensive mid.
Yeah, I was about to say that he can play CDM as well.
He can do that, and I actually used to do that with Martinez as well. D. You know what I mean? He's playing sometimes in midfield, sometimes at centre, sometimes left back. So actually, Norms, I don't think he's going to be too much of a headache when Timber's back, because I think he can play in them three positions, and you need to rotate. Maybe give Ben White a break, maybe give Kiwior a break. Yeah. Oh, I see the people that are queuing up. Okay.
Yo, Ez, this is what I have to say about that, right? I've watched that Sterling goal 10 times. That's a goal, bro. Your man got robbed. Let's not even get that twisted. That's what I hate about football.
Let's bring in a bit of ref watch. Let's bring in a bit of ref watch here. Yeah, why was that disallowed?
Honestly, man.
Yeah, but still, I'm not taking it away from your performance in the last 30 minutes, and we will come on to that as the chat is waiting for your explanation. They're waiting for it.
I need a minute. Let me finish my coffee first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's all good. But
got a bit of rum in that as well.
It's funny, right? Because this happens in a lot of sports. When someone popular in a sport is having what we call a farewell tour, certain things just go for them.
Yeah.
And if Pep wasn't going in the summer, that goal stands. That Sterling goal stands if Pep weren't leaving in the summer. So there's a little bit of an agenda there, and I just think, man, get out of here, man. Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, remember, Liverpool are the media darlings, always have been. And that's why when United were dominating, we got so much hate, especially from the Liverpool fans. Now Liverpool,
he's right.
Yeah. And so if Klopp wasn't going in the summer, that Sterling goal stands.
What about the Virgil van Dijk goal, the first one? That should have been a goal as well.
No way. This isn't NFL. You're not allowed to block off a man like that. You know what I mean? This is not NFL.
According to Comfrey, he thinks VVD.
No.
I just realized that was Kofi. I just realized it was Kofi. I didn't even.
This is not NFL.
Kofi needs to come on.
You can't. Otherwise, yeah. What will happen? All right. Otherwise, in football today, yeah, what will happen is we'll start matches like this. Everyone go and stand on a man, yeah, and block off his run. Everyone. And the referee won't know what to do because that's all fouls. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You literally cannot do that in football. But anyway, I'm not even hyped up over that. Even if that goal stood, it would have been 1-1 then. It would have been 1-1 then. At that point, maybe a different game. But he's right. Even before we get into the match properly, because we're not going into it right now. But my brethren was at the match and he said, Ez, they're playing You'll Never Walk Alone on the speakers, before the match.
This is what I'm saying to you.
Match. This is meant to be neutral ground,
Exactly.
Neutral ground.
You're at Wembley, neutral ground. So why are you playing walk on?
And he said, no, I'll call you back.
What hope in your heart?
No,
one title in 32 years. We talk hope in your heart. Come on, man.
My friend,
don't get me started, man.
Said he's going to call me back if they play any Chelsea songs. None. They're playing it on the speakers, D.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Media darlings, and Kofi knows it as well. He knows it, mate. Because if you think about it, right, as soon as Ten Hag came in and chat a little bit of smack when he first got here, that media been trying to get him fired. Let's not pretend. They've been trying to get the man fired. So I'm not even saying this out of no rivalry. I'm telling this is fact. That the way they twist on Ten Hag because he never cooperated, and the moment Klopp throws his teddy at the cop, everyone wants to oppose. No, Jurgen, no, you're getting this all wrong. You're getting this all wrong, man. I think you're misunderstanding us. Okay, as long as it's a misunderstanding, and everything's calm again for Liverpool. So let's not get into it. I hope Jay's listening. I hope Phil might be in the chat as well, my mate Phil, because these men like to come after me with this thing, and there's always this Liverpool agenda. And I tell you now, is if Klopp wasn't going in the summer, the Sterling goal stands. Trust me on it.
Of course.
Narratives, Normski. Narratives, man. Trust me. Just be fair in any sport. I remember I'm a neutral. I got no dog in this fight, and I'm saying, come on, what is that? That's a goal for Sterling, man. And I think it changes the mindset of the game. It's Wembley. I mean, I had Liverpool fans saying, Chelsea fans have got no respect. They should have stayed and applaud. Applaud what? They got robbed. Go your yard and sleep. You know what I mean? Drink 2 beer and chill out. Eat your fish and chips. And say, you know what? It wasn't for us today. They weren't supposed to stay in that stadium. To do what? To get taunted by Liverpool fans. And then London gets mashed up in the process on the trains and all that. Nah, man. Go home. Chelsea, you're in London. Go home. That's it. Because it's not your day. You're not going to get the calls. Well, stop these. I can't be salty, Kofi. I'm a Man United fan. I'm telling you facts. I had no dog in this fight. And I'm telling you, Chelsea got robbed, bro. Whether you want to admit that or not, they got thieves.
I was close to coming on with the glasses. I was close.
Listen. Since we are on the topic of Chelsea, and that's very current in a lot of people's minds, Chelsea and a lot
we
of
love you,
people
Kobe.
patiently waiting for an explanation from Ez. But before Ez, do you go into explanation? I just want to do a nature. How can I call it? A little classroom thing, yeah. So I want to see how good your knowledge is on certain animal in the kingdom and insect world and all that thing. So, but first of all, let me just do this first. Don't say anything, and nobody say anything. I'm just gonna show you 2 images, guys. All right, the people in the chat, you're welcome to put your thoughts in there. So first of all, let me show you the first image, okay? So let's find the first image, which is this one. Okay, so you're not able to. Is everybody able to see that image? Yeah, can everybody see that image? Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
so as you can see, guys, yeah, everybody see that image in there. You can see names in there. So does anybody recognize any names in there? Does anybody? I recognize Joe Gomez.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Gomez, yeah.
Simicus, I recognize.
Who's Simicus? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Simicus, yeah. The one that set up the goal that won the game, by the way. And Joe Kwanzaa, who plays a little bit for him. But the rest of the teams, like James McDonald, Bobby Clark, Adrian, well, he's about 41. He's just there for vibes. Jaden Dams, Lewis Kumas. Now, the youngest player in that there is 16 years old, people. 16 years old. So I've just shared with you some names here, right, guys? I've just showed you some names. Right. So let me now share this other thing now. So people in the chat, please let me know where you are when it comes to knowing your insects. Yeah. So let's go on to this one. All right. Where is it? Is it this one? Okay. All right, here we go, people. Okay. Can anybody tell me what kind of insects those are? What they? Do you know what that is? Anybody in the chat, please feel free. People in the chat, put it in. What these things called? Anybody in the chat?
I'm gonna wait patiently for the people.
D, do you know what they are?
Ask Gary Neville, D.
Ask Gary Neville.
Hit it.
Yeah.
I actually didn't listen to Gary Neville with him, but
you did it. Okay.
What they call these blue butterflies?
Yeah. Say that again, D.
blue bottle flies.
Blue bottle flies.
Yeah, because of the colouring, isn't it?
Yeah, but the name blue bottles.
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
What does these have in common with the names that you've just seen? Yeah, $1 billion bottle. Yeah, the blue $1 billion bottlers.
Hey! I would be moved if I was triggered. I think he's right. The man's talking facts.
But hear me good on the Gary Neville thing, right? How many Fergie teams that Gary Neville played in went to the Champions League and bottled it, getting knocked out in the group stage, getting knocked out in the round of 16? I lost count, bro.
True.
You think about it, in 25 years of Fergie, we won 2 Champions Leagues. Why? Because we bottled with some big-time players in there. So for him to come at Chelsea kids, I'd be like, nah, bro, what are you doing? I'm not a Chelsea fan. As you know.
It's strange.
He's shameful because he's forgetting his history. He's forgetting history of how many times he was chatting about on overlay about his collection of top players' jerseys, Norm, and Roy Keane responded to him, how many of them players that's for your jersey? Pop it, bro. You know that once I tell you, I was pissed up. I said, listen, come on, Gary, chill, bro.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but listen, what you got to understand is in the 30 minutes. Listen, Chelsea probably could have won that game in that 90 minutes. Yeah,
and they probably should have won it in the 90.
Liverpool had 8 first-team players out. You're rubbing your hands. Listen, Mo Salah, Nunes.
Yeah,
these are big players.
Yeah, but was he going to play them in the cup though? No.
Yeah, I think he would.
I'm not so sure.
I think he would.
I still think obviously he wouldn't have played all the kids, but I think he would have given the players that went through the rounds to the final.
You don't put a 16-year-old on the bench.
No, yeah.
He played academy guys. These guys have never kicked a Premier League ball.
Hold on a minute.
But they were saying though that even with this so-called youth, Chelsea's average age was still lower than Liverpool's.
Hold on, D. Wait,
exactly. No. These are facts, Norms.
D.
But because they're the media darling,
are you a solicitor for heads now?
No. That's what I'm saying, right? This is what the media does, Norm. Because I've seen certain people, loads of people post and say, yes, Calvin Bickley said that when you averaged it out, Chelsea had the younger team still, even with the youth players that
I absolutely understand that.
But the difference is, Norm, is that Chelsea youths have been playing in the Premier League rather than these youths coming out of the cold.
And they cost.
I think it's the difference.
Hold on a minute. Can I ask a question?
$1 billion. Yes, mate.
Yeah. And the price, obviously.
Are we saying that Liverpool's youth won the game for Liverpool? Was that what we're saying?
Yeah, well,
I remember Van Dijk scoring. I remember Van Dijk scoring.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why you got to be like. And that's what I'm saying.
A question for everyone.
It's a spin, isn't it? It's a spin,
right? Now, if what's his name, Bobby Clark scores, okay, I go, wow. You know what? Undone, right? Yeah. What they did do, don't forget, these men are academy ballers, you know. Yeah. These men have been playing from 6-7 years old. Yeah. They should be able to kick a ball about half decent if they're going anywhere in this team. If they've got any hope, they should be able to kick a ball about, especially when they're playing against a bunch of players that are at a similar level, whether they're price tags or something. They're still 20, 21, 22. They're still young. But let me say something. If they can't kick a ball about, what does that say about Liverpool's academy? They're half decent. They kicked the ball about. They kept the ball. They didn't do anything.
I think the problem is and Gary Neville alluded to, and JB Carragher was saying, it's like you guys, and it came out that after it was maybe that Pochettino's conversation in the post-match was taken out of context. But they said, looking at the game, and most people that watched that game looked like Chelsea went into their shell in extra time.
That's because of Poch. We'll talk about Poch after. But
this is
I'm not
the
giving
problem.
it to the players. There's no chance I'm giving it to these players. There's no chance because all right. If we, as I've done this many times, you can spend $100,000 on a Ford Fiesta. It is not beating the Merc AMG. It's not beating the BMW at the traffic lights, 0 to 60. You can spend what you want on that Ford Fiesta. It's not doing it. Now, my point being, if we spent $1 billion on a Haaland or Mbappe, or even if someone that's close to that level, someone that is of accreditation, and we bottle the final to 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-olds, I think that's a lot different to buying a lot of potential players, and it just hasn't paid off. Anyway, my point, and that's that. That's always going to be the narrative.
When you look at the history of your club, and I'm saying in the last 20 years under Abramovich,
yeah.
In terms of your model, you look at people look at Chelsea now and look that right now from top to bottom is a mess. Yeah, Todd Bowley, who's the DOF supposedly, even though he's not yet, who's just gone in there and spent a load of money on potential. That's something that would never have happened. He's gone down a different road. That's something. And there's blame to be added at the foot of the door for Todd Bowley. Then you've got Pochettino, who's just pretty much a yes man, but you probably don't look at him and think, you know, actually this guy, because a lot of people listen. You got to remember, Poch, going back 2-3 seasons, everybody. When I say everybody, Man United were looking at him. Before Ten Hag, people were saying,
do you know why?
Before he went to PSG, loads of people were looking at him and saying that
Poch is a decent manager, but he's not an elite manager. He's a decent manager. You give him a bunch of decent players, he's going to get you decent results and finish somewhere decent and do decent things. But he's not going to win you things because he's never done that before. He couldn't do it with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, let alone Gusto and Caicedo and Disasi. You know what I mean? My point being is the only reason I'm Poch out isn't because he's a bad manager. It's because he's not a good enough manager to get elite players out of any. Don't forget, he had Harry Kane and Son carrying him at Tottenham, Vertonghen, Alderweireld. You know, he had all these top players carrying him, man.
And those guys never got him over the line.
Hey, D, please.
Yeah. They never got him over the line.
If he wins that final, he breaks the curse. If he wins that final, he breaks the curse. But the fact that the man said that in the last 10 minutes he wanted to play for penalties tells you he's not used to this. He's not used to.
I don't even know why he even said that.
No, listen, he was saying.
Why would you even say that?
He was saying that was taken out of context because what he was saying. I know, obviously, whatever he said come out of his mouth. He said it was taken out of context. What he was basically trying to say is that the players, but regardless of that, man, you need to learn how to. You need to say the right thing.
Go on, finish it, Norms, for the people.
Yeah, you need to say the right thing because at the end of the day, the players. He was saying that the players were tired. And maybe the reason is, and the more I listen to, I'm not gonna lie, I listen to his post-match conference. Yeah,
no, right? This is why I can't protect him. This is why. Listen, he said the players.
It's actually quite embarrassing.
Liverpool played midweek. Liverpool played midweek. Wholly put injuries. Didn't play Salah. Didn't play Trent. Didn't play Nunes. The Luton. Was it the Luton game? At home? Yeah. And Ryan Gravenberch goes off injured. Yeah. They're bringing on.
Sorry, just one thing. I've got a little bit of gripe about Caicedo. Did this guy know how to tackle? Because
I think that one was an accident, but he's a bit clumsy. He's got a clumsy gene, hasn't he? He's got a clumsy gene.
He needs to sort that out, man.
He's got a clumsy gene, Caicedo. But that one was. We looked at it and looked at it, and you look at it in slow motion. It looks a lot more nasty. But when you're playing full speed, that's just nothing more than an action. It's a bit clumsy. It'll be harsh to get a red card for that, but. What he did against City was naughty. Where he kicked through a player. I can't remember who the player was. He kicked through Doku, I think. And
yes, I think it was Doku. Yeah.
And those little things I don't condone. But that one against Gravenberch was just unlucky. But he's got a clumsy gene. He needs to sort that out. But in short, I won't dwell on this. Winners win, and. If Chelsea were tired and we're playing once a week, no Champions League, no other midweek games. We're playing once a week. We've got a rotated squad. That was pretty much our best lineup apart from Reece James. Pretty much, we've won our last how many games or so they will say with that lineup. Tired.
Yeah, it's nonsense, isn't it? It's nonsense.
You're joke. You've lost me. Yeah, he made the wrong subs. He took off Gallagher. He punished Gallagher for his hard work. You know that, D. He punished Gallagher for his hard work. Gallagher missed a few chances But why is he there anyway? He's there because he's run 60 yards to even be in a striker position. Where's my striker? Where's my striker? You punished him for missing them chances, taking come off because you're clearly having it's not your day. When really he was covering a lot of ground in midfield, and the game went when you took him off. The game actually went when you took him off, and you brought on Chalobah, who again we've conceded 2 goals now.
Every time he's come on,
to try and to protect something that's not there. This is a final, Pochettino, mate. Yeah, and you don't know how to win them. That's my opinion.
Can I say Chelsea in the last 6? Is it 6 finals?
Yep, has lost at Wembley, and that's a record. At least the 2 times before under Tuchel had credit in the bank. He just won me a Champions League. You know what I mean? He just won me a Champions League. I could say fair enough. And those games were very unlucky. They were 0-0 draws, 0-0 after extra time, lost on penalties twice. That you can't flip a coin any more than that in terms of how it went. And we had a goal disallowed, similar vibes. Lukaku scored in that game, and they said it was offside. It was a toenail thing. You know, look. I think as much as the players had chances to win at Wembley, Pochettino, the mindset, he's not inspiring these guys to believe they can score. That's my opinion. Yes, they had chances, but these men don't even believe they're going to score. Especially when you say stuff like, "Oh, we were playing for penalties because you're tired." Oh my God! Oh my! These are young players. These are young players.
In that final, you were still allowed your 5 subs, right?
Oh, yes.
And
an extra one in extra time.
In extra time, right? So 6 subs.
Yep.
So there's no excuse for it, man. There's no excuse because
if
you look at the only people that are going to be really tired is probably your midfielders. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones covering the most play in the grass. Your defenders are not going to be tired. Your goalkeepers certainly ain't be tired.
Yeah.
The centre forward tracks back when they feel like it, as you see with our lot. And so you could change that out that midfield, keep that same back 4. And it's a weak excuse. Not if you had 6 subs in the extra time. Yeah,
the fact that he's even said it, D, tells me a lot.
Exactly, it's embarrassing.
He look. I'm not painting him out to be a bad manager, but he's just not a winner. He just hasn't got that gene. Yeah. And at the moment, these kids that we have, if they're gonna stick with this kids thing, they need to be taught how to win and what it takes to win. And if you're tired, find that extra gear. Find it. This is the final.
But if you look at these managers, they covet these big jobs, right, Norms?
Yeah.
Right? They all want them. Like they're hoping that Arsenal comes knocking or whoever, right? Yeah. When it comes to the big teams, right? So when you come here, like put the excuses to bed.
Yep.
If your team is poor, say in extra time, we ran out of ideas and we were poor.
Done.
Just say it, and I think the fans respect that, Norm.
Of course.
It's like with a 10-half thing, saying, I think we played well. Hey, what game were you watching on? You had the closest view in the stadium, and you thought we played well. And going back to the academy, tell me there's not a striker in the Man United academy that is good enough to come in and play through the middle, because Rashford can't play through the middle. He just started him again through the middle again, Norm.
And if not, D, what does that say about the academy? What's the academy doing?
Exactly.
Well, if there's not players we can call on, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, wherever you are, that can do a shift, just temporary, 2 weeks, until your main man's back.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's playing Rashford up front again. Rashford don't want to play there, as we've seen time and time again. He's playing Amrabat at left back. Are you kidding me? There's not a left back in the academy that can slot in and do a job. We sent the Tottenham brother back in January. Why? We had him.
Regulon. Yeah.
And so this guy now wonders why me that was backing him, like I'm looking at him with a side eye to say, nah, bro, this is a terrible lineup he's put up here. Do you want to beat Forest today? Because you have to remember, you can't go into Forest. That's 3 games on the bounce if you lose tonight, and then go to the Emirates and the Etihad and try to do something. Did you see what they did last night?
We're going to come back. We're going to come back to Man United, but let's just stick with Chelsea. So, going forward now,
he's a fraud.
is a fraud. Okay,
he's a fraud. He's on trial.
Just to put this to bed, is there any kind of issue between him and Todd? Handshake? Did Poch snub
I
Todd?
think he knows that Todd wants him gone. It's the other man. So we got two figureheads. We got Ton and we got Egg Bally, yeah, which is the money man. Yeah, he's the money man. Todd is the figurehead. Now Todd wants Poch out, and that's what Poch knows it. It's the other guy that's like, nah, let's stick with him because we'll look stupid if we sack him after sacking Potter and sacking Tuchel, But Todd actually wants him gone. Hey, D said this early. Todd's a maverick, Yeah, he's actually got some pride about him. As much as he's messed up, he's got some. He wants him gone. He'll pay the money. He'll pay the money to get him. So it's the other guy that's stopping it happening, and Todd can't override him because he's got the majority stake. So Poch knows it. Poch absolutely knows it. He knows it. Hey, Poch is on watch tonight. I'll be going at 7:30, and I'm going to watch Leeds. I'm going to watch the Leeds game. If I was Poch today, I would have put out all the kids and showed that he can coach. Okay. Put out all the kids. Klopp done it, didn't he? He beat him with them. Go and put out the kids then. Let's see. Put out the kids then. Put out his.
He's definitely on watch tonight.
If you look at it, as if you got the same formula from under 21s into the seniors, it shouldn't matter, should it? Really?
Shouldn't matter.
All would matter is game time experience.
Exactly.
But as in the way I want you to play should not be confusing for you. You're gonna be a little bit nervous until you get on the ball a couple of times and settle your nerves. After that.
Yeah.
You play your game like you're playing in the under 21s.
Absolutely, D.
And this is where I struggle with football right now.
Sorry, just a question from Cal. As do you think Bowley used the 8-year contract to beat the profit?
Yeah, absolutely. These men are good businessmen. They just don't do football. I don't fault the business side. They will come good. Do you know why they will come good, guys? Because it's not their money they're fronting. All this cash that they're pumping into Chelsea, this billion, this and da. It's soon those stakeholders are going to go, what's going on over there? And they're going to have to fix it. Yeah. So if this kid's model ain't working, they're going to, in the next year, they're going to rip it up. They're going to rip it up and they're going to go and get some proper experienced players in Ivan Tonys and your Madisons or whatever, your equivalents. And they're going to get them in and they're going to go back to Abramovich way and they're going to have to start getting some results.
But this is the thing, is, do you think that they're going to change them? Because at the moment, it seems as if Toddy wants to stick with this formula in terms of bringing in young players over a certain period of time, potential, right? Or because the thing is, if say for instance they go down the road of what Abramovich did was getting experienced players, can you see that really happening? Because
I can.
You've ripped up what Abramovich is doing, and all of a sudden now you've bought players that you're going to have for like 8 years, right? You're now going to rip that up now to go back. So whoever comes in,
it's not that hard.
The new manager comes in.
You go and get Jose Mourinho.
This is the thing that people are asking for, Jose Mourinho. Yeah.
You go get Jose. He brings back what he brought in 2003, and at the least he sets a foundation for whoever else follows, like he did previously. And you bring back some of the old school guys, Petr Cechs and the Drogbas and the John Terrys, and you get them in the academy. It's not that hard. It sounds crazy because of how far this bad idea or looks bad at the moment, right?
Yeah, but
I think they want to see it out. They want to really see that it really hit the fan before caving in, because they've come this far. They've spent a lot of money. They want to be able to go to the world. Look, see, told you, it will come off. They want that to happen, don't they?
If you look at the team, Ed, right? If Chelsea had just 4 senior players in the core that could stay fit, I actually think you'd be playing way better football.
You would.
But your kind of senior players, or what we would call senior players, are not staying fit.
No, they're not.
And so there's no guidance on the pitch.
There isn't.
Because all you need is literally your centre back, your CDM, and the striker with the quality goalkeeper around that youth, and you pull them in. You're almost like in-game management as you're playing the games.
That's right.
But you got that core calling the shots on the field as well as whatever's been put out there by Poch. But just having the youngsters out there trying to figure out certain balances of the team.
Who do you look to?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because some days it goes wrong, as we know. When it goes wrong, who do you look to? You look to your spine, that core. If you look at Arsenal with Saliba, with Rice, you got a core. Look at City, De Bruyne.
I laugh because
John Stones.
I saw the two huddles, D. I saw the huddles, and I saw Van Dijk talking to the kids. Yeah, I saw him.
You know what? Sit down and drink your milk.
I saw their eyes captivated by Van Dijk, yeah, inspired. And then I saw Chilwell, and I said, nah.
Exactly.
Right, is it? It's exactly. This. And I saw one player tying his shoelace, the other one's looking at the next one. I'm like, nah.
And the thing is, there's a respect thing because Chilwell can't stay fit.
Standards, man.
So it's like, I listen to this, but this brother can't stay fit.
I listen to you.
Like, where you been all season?
Exactly. You got players on 100 million. Like, yeah, I'm 100 million, so I'm listening to you. You know what I mean? The difference with Van Dijk is he could tell everyone, be quiet, I'm talking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Listen,
and everyone shuts up.
Be quiet.
Everyone shuts up. That's the difference.
It's mad. So look, Chelsea need to get a director of footballing. Okay, Bowley can work on the commercial. Work on the commercial. He wants to do he wants Beyonce to be in the stadium singing every week when he builds the new place like David Levy's got. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. D and Norms. Everyone here. He's looked at David Levy at Tottenham down the road and gone, he can't have Beyonce coming here. We're going to build a new stadium and we're going to have that as well. We're going to put a go-kart arena down there and we're going to have all these people coming from China and, from Australia, America and all of that and invest and this and that. That's what they want.
When is this all going to happen, Ed?
Well, he's put 1.5 billion aside for all of that.
Has he? See.
Yes. So it's happening. These men are talking about buying Earl's Court and moving there if they can.
Rah.
Yes.
That's mad.
And at the same time, they bought a lot of the properties around this current stadium just in case that we can stay at the bridge. And so the commercial side, these guys are going to do a madness, which is fine. Right. But the part that they need specialists in, what they've tried to do it themselves, is the football side. They've just tried to do it off data and
train crash.
Data will never run off football. As much as they bring all these XG this and this that. Listen, for eye test, can you play football or can you not?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to know about field tilt.
Oh, please, Norms. XG and XX prevented goals and pressures and high pressures and heat maps of weight. No.
Bro, get on the pitch. Control the ball and put it in the back of the net. Simple things, and defend.
Yeah. Because as you've seen over the years, you can go too far with this stuff and get so technical that you're just not winning games. You're just going out there trying to be technical. And nothing else happens. They have their place.
They have their time and their place. But Chelsea are literally signing players off data. Oh, yes, he's pressed this amount. He's run this amount. His intensity is this. No. And then you watch him on Saturday and we're like, oh, that's not what the data said. Please. Yeah. This is a football that will always be a spectacle sport. Yeah, get that right, Mr. Bowley, for listening. This will always be a sport that we watch and we go, oh, you know the days if they done stats on back in the day on Perla.
Oh my God!
And they Perla never scored 20 goals a season. That don't mean he weren't a player. You know what I mean? Yeah. All this final part. Enzo Fernandez. They tried to tell me the other day. Enzo Fernandez got the second most passes into the box of the opposition. What does that mean? What does that mean?
It just means that you're sitting. All it means is that you're still sitting in 11th. That's what it means.
Sitting in 11th could get relegated if this continues. Simple.
Crazy. Right. Yeah, no, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So I'm watching Poch closely tonight. And listen, I don't even think tonight's enough. I reckon.
No, even if you win it tonight, I mean, I think they've done the draw, and I think if the winners out of whatever your games, I think could face Man United, could face Liverpool. Apparently,
is it?
Apparently, yeah.
No, they're setting that one up. They're setting that one up. They want it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a farewell tour. It's a Klopp farewell tour, guys.
Yeah.
I know this way you guys got to be careful because you guys could actually catch Liverpool and get punked at the end of the season just because it's a club's farewell tour. You lot got to be careful with that. You guys got to get ahead of it. Keep your goal difference up. So when you catch them, they ain't beat you on goal difference.
Well,
or a dodgy call on the last game of the season.
This sounds like the X-Files, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
But that nicely moves us into the Man United.
It's spooky.
And they're like, I know Edge is going to move off in about 8 minutes or so.
Yeah.
This game is on the kickoff. Man United, D, talk to me. 2-1, Fulham. Iwobi scoring the winner. Yeah? What's going on, man? What is going on? It's Ten Hag to assure the people that my job is safe. Don't worry. Me and the guys we're like this. Yeah, don't have to worry about anything. But I'm hearing that your man them are looking at Ineos is looking at Zidane. I mean, Zidane is
I've been hearing that last couple of days because John Claude is apparently very close friend.
Okay,
and confident of his. So that's what they're talking about. That if he gives him the nod. And they convince him with the right project, because you have to remember Zidane is not going to be coming to be punked by these players.
Yeah,
they have to give him assurances, and they would already be looking at players to put over the line. I think he's lied so much this season that he gets himself caught up in his own lies. Because this is my thing, Norms. We are in game week 26 with a 0 goal difference. And he's chatting about progress in a progress from where? What progress are you talking about, bro? We can't score goals. 0
D,
in game week 26.
I don't want to stop you, D.
Now go, bro.
I think he's taking credit for a lot of Højlund and Mainu.
Right.
And I reckon that both of them are playing off instinct. Yeah, because
yes, very much so.
Both of them are. But he will
instinct and not coaching.
They will go, and he will go progress.
Listen, can I just come in here just talking about coaching?
Am I jumping on?
Jamie Carragher on Monday Night Football highlighted Ten Hag's kind of weakness in terms of Kobe Minor not knowing whether to mark the player that's deep or the one that's he's saying basically, what is Eric Ten Hag telling these guys? Because if you look, he showed the pitch. And he showed this is why Man United get played through so easy, because there's nobody. They're like a donut, nothing in the middle. Nothing in the middle. And Eric Ten Hag took offense to that because he says Jamie, Carragher can say whatever he needs to say. Yeah, but I look at that, and you've been saying this from the start of the season. It doesn't take rocket science to work out that you cannot coach this side. Eric Ten Hag, what it was Eisenberg, whatever he was. Listen, everybody was bigging this guy up. Yeah, he's coming, and people are calling him a fraud.
And the reason why he's got that tagline on, and it's two things. With the Carragher thing, it's like right message, wrong message. Because that's all it is. He wasn't wrong in what he said. It's just a wrong message. Now I'm trying to hear that from JB Carragher. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This is the man that played with Slippy G and Slippy GBH. You know what I mean? They're the same people. Allegedly. I'm not getting Norman cancelled tonight. But this is my thing, right?
He likes Spit the Dog as well.
Right. For me, it's like he's behaving like he didn't spend any money. And look how many of his players he doesn't play on a weekly basis. He benches them. You bought these guys weren't here when you came here, bro. You bought these mans, Amrabat's, Anthony. He brought these guys in and don't play them. And you're talking about progress with a -0 goal difference in the Premier League. Now, I remember I said to you guys, this is probably about a month and a half ago, I said, Haaland needs to do himself a favour. He needs to start dropping deep and getting the ball. Or going out wide and just disrupting it and getting on the ball. Because the moment he started to get on the ball, he started to score goals.
Yeah.
But waiting for something in the middle, nah, man, you're waiting for a bus in the wilderness. There's no buses in the desert, my brother. Go get the ball and do yourself a favour. And I think someone else was told in that Norms and Eds to say, listen, you're getting mugged off here, because you have to remember, and this is again the media, right? Like they want to hype the kid. They're saying, oh yeah, he scored 6 in 7 games. No, he scored 6 in 26 games. So what I'm trying to say is that his season only started 7 games ago. No, he started at the start of the season when he came in with a back injury. Let's not forget that. with a back injury. And so I look at that and say, okay, I'm happy for the kid because the kid's clicked that these two selfish wingers are not going to give him much service. And Bruno, with all the Hollywood balls in the world, maybe 2 out of 10. Yeah, maybe 2 out of 10 might hit the kid. So he's decided I've got to drop deep, get on the ball, be a bit of a bully, and put my laces for a few shots. But he's still 7 goals in 26 game weeks. There's no lie there. And so I look at it and I say, I don't know what you're doing. We spoke about coaching and what Ez said, instinct. I think Kobe working off instinct. Kobe's looking for he's looking for Bruno and Casemiro to show him the way. Bruno and Casemiro stay way too high to leave this kid as a sole 6. Yeah. Kobe's not even a 6. Kobe's an 8.
Yeah.
He's not even a 6. He's an 8. And so I look at it and go, you're playing this 18-year-old kid out of position, and 9 out of 10 times he's probably one of your strongest players, and he's still making mistakes because he's 18 years old, Norms. And so I look at it and I say, people say, well, he's got 1 more year, give him another year. To do what? To be in a relegation battle. Because the thing is, I don't see these owners giving him more money to spend. If he doesn't get into Europa League, forget the Conference League. If he don't get into Europa League, because I think Villa are a goal difference of plus 21. And
that's correct.
And they're 8 points in front.
Yeah,
plus 21, 8 points in front, 12 games to go.
Wow.
11.
Yeah.
So catching Villa, just with the goal difference alone tells me we're not going to score that many goals to even be in a conversation with Villa.
Wow.
How mad is that? I mean, Villa have to really fall off a cliff, Norm, and then lose 6 on the bounce.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening. I just don't.
No.
They're not.
Is the fan base split on Erik ten Hag?
Yes, I think they are, and they're split because of how often we've got rid of managers since Fergie. Because this will be manager number. If you put the interims in there, that'd be number 9, right? 9 in 10 years or whatever it is, or between the interims and the permanents. And so, but you can't ignore the 400 million in 3 transfer winners. 3. We didn't get anyone in January, so he spent that in 2 transfer windows.
Yeah.
So we can't say that he hasn't been backed because he went after Mount.
Yeah.
No one to go after Mount.
And where's Mount? Where is he?
Exactly. Where's Malacia, another one of your guys?
Yeah.
He doesn't even come out and tell you the progress of these injured players.
Yeah.
The
your Turkish goalkeeper, I heard that he could be possibly leaving in the summer.
He's already done a deal, hasn't he?
Played 1 game for you guys.
He's done a deal apparently already. He's already, he's not going to say he's done a deal, but let's say there's a deal done for him in the summer if he wants to take it.
Yeah.
I'm taking it because he can't even get the cup games. He started an hour again tonight in the cup. So this guy I'm sitting there going, hold on. Two cup guy.
2 questions here before Ez goes. Ez. Right now. Question is, all right, before I say this, the Calv says, so Jim is watching Tuchel if they can't get Zidane. First of all, is that something that is likely that could happen?
I'm hearing it's deserving they're watching if they can't get Zidane.
What, Mr. Hipster?
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Rock and Roll.
Okay.
Let's smoke a joint round the bike shake.
Okay, a certain real because I need to know about Chelsea and Man United. Listen now, so we all big clubs and we have a certain level of pulling power, some more than others. Now Rio Ferdinand came out this week and probably got a lot of people some of the Arsenal fans a bit upset and whatnot. Ez, if Man United came calling for Arteta, does he go at the drop of a hat according to Rio Ferdinand?
No chance.
No, he doesn't know.
No chance. He might be just saying it for traction. No, the only 2 places. The only 2 places Arteta goes in a drop of the hat is Man City if Pep moves on, and
Real Madrid
potentially. Real Madrid,
right?
Because of
the only 2 places going on. Yeah, Real Madrid or Man City.
Not Barcelona.
Maybe Barcelona. I think
Barcelona
that's a train crash. That's a train crash.
It is. Yeah, it's a circus, Norm.
Yeah.
I think if Pep said to him, "Come back and take over from me. I've taught you enough," he may go to City. If Barcelona came calling Norms and you don't win anything this season, I think he could be tempted. Just because he's Spaniard.
He wouldn't go. But he wouldn't go at a drop of a hat to Man United.
No.
Nah. I don't think
he's
so.
got that wrong, Rio.
Just the way he's got you guys. Just the way he's got you guys playing and the way the structure. I mean, don't forget we're rebuilding our structure from the top. Yeah. Remember the whole fish rotting at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yours isn't rotten, Norm.
No.
What you're missing is the results in the key moments.
Yeah.
So he's not in a bad situation. Coming to Man United, he knows he's in a bad situation because you're going to have players coming at him that are going to be on the same money as him, if not more money in it as him. And at Arsenal, he don't have that, Norm. He really is. He's at a big club and he's really calling the shots. So to come to us, yes, we're a bigger club in what we've done and all the rest of it. But as in the organisation being rebuilt, I don't think he fancies a rebuild when he's already in a purring machine.
All right, so listen, because you know me, Ez, you know me already when it comes to Arteta, and I know you guys have been trying to.
I warned you, bro. I warned you.
My mate Ian, we've been at it. Ian Harris is not, I don't know if he's in the chat. We've been at it all week from last week, and he's saying that you're fickle. I'm this, I'm that. I'm just saying that as it. I've always said it from the start of the season. I've said it from since the guy come to the club.
You said it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you've always said it.
He had me believing, but he bottled it. Arteta, I just don't believe. This is just me personally. I don't believe he can get us over the line. Now, if he
to the promised land,
if he proves me wrong, as I said to Ian, I will jump in his lovely motor and we will head down to the Emirates, and I'll be shameless. Simple things, yeah. But what I'm saying to say is that if Arteta doesn't win anything this season, listen. Some people are saying that the pressure, because I'm looking at the way this whole title race is building up.
Yeah.
Nobody can afford to slip up now. Right?
No, it's a proper 3-horse race.
It's a proper 3-horse race. Now the thing is, people are saying that maybe it's better where Arsenal are chasing. And if you look at the components here, Liverpool are still in four trophy. I've said 1 down, 3 to go.
Yeah. 4 competitions. Yeah.
They've won 1 already. They've got 3 more. The Europa League, the
League, FA Cup,
and the FA Cup. Right? They've got a lot of injuries, so there's that to deal with. Right? You've got Man City, who last night, guys, if you saw. That highlight reel was nuts. Highlight reel.
Forget it.
That's a highlight reel in a match.
That's them at the top of their game.
Top of their game, knowing well that they've got the big Manchester derby coming up. My thing is this: they are looking to do the 4P. They're looking to do the treble again. With all of that said, and with all of that pressure, Arsenal. Do you think the pressure's off Arsenal now, in the sense that? Okay, last year we spent 93% of the time at the top of the league and we fell off.
It's not off you. It's on you more.
Think, what's if you was to give me a rating or a percentage of us winning the league this season based on what I've said to you, right? What would be your prediction in terms of what is it likely? Is it unlikely, or is it very likely that we could win the league? Because we're still in the Champions League, and as I said, we got players coming back on all of that. But with all of that said, on top of all of that, if he fails, does he get another chance to go again?
All right. Let me be real with you. I'm gonna say it in a different way. Out of Liverpool and Man City, you are the least likely. I'm not going to say you're unlikely. I'm going to say you're least likely. My argument is Man City and Liverpool have been chasing each other year after year, and they know what it's like to be in that final, and they've beaten each other before. Liverpool's edged it, and Man City has edged it. Arsenal haven't managed to ever, in this era, edge it between these two clubs. And that's the only reason they're used to this pressure. In fact, it's not even pressure at this point for them. It's just another day in the office. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, we go again next week. Then man beat Luton next week, probably didn't even celebrate after. Yeah, Man United next. You know what I mean? Whereas Arsenal's taking pictures in that. I'm just saying that's just where your players are at. It's a big deal to win games. You're doing it, but you're not quite used to this pressure yet. So if you do it, fantastic. Oh my goodness. But you are the least likely.
Okay. So with that said, if we don't do it,
no, you have to stick with him. You have to stick with him. You have to listen. I do. Hey, listen. Because I'm missing my match for this year. Don't put me off my side. Right, listen. Hey, you have to know what you're up against, you know.
Big up, Craig, by the way.
Yes, Craig.
Arsenal are in the mix with Kevin De Bruyne on Haaland, Rodri, Foden. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, I know you've got your equivalents of Saka and Martinelli's, Declan Rice. I know you've got your equivalents, Saliba's, but then Liverpool could just pull out Salah when they're ready. Van Dijk, you saw how he stood up for his team in the final with kids. Man said, hold on a second, I'm the captain, boom, hold that. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of characters you're up against. You know what I mean? You need everyone to be at the top of the game. And out of the two clubs, you've got no striker. So, yeah.
But we got no striker. Yeah, and as Ian was scoring the most goals.
Yeah, you are.
And listen, look at Saka's. Look at Saka's.
That's credit to your manager. That's credit to your
manager.
Well,
listen, I'm going to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say after they came back from Dubai that, oh, you know, I want Arteta, you know, he's doing a rubbish job. Since he's come back from Dubai, since he's come back to Dubai, we've seen a total turnaround in terms of 25 goals scored, guys. Yeah, 20. That's mad.
Good
yeah,
return.
And we're playing at a much quicker tempo, and it's also almost like a light bulb has just been switched on. It's like, whoa, yeah. It's like
the only downside is oh my gosh, 1-0 leads. You see? I don't even know what the goal looks like. I've just seen the notification. You see? I need to come off the show, man. I can hear the TV downstairs. What's going on? I can't even talk about Arsenal right now. I'll be honest. My head's hot. You're joking me.
Nah, bro.
No, I told you should have put out the kids. He should have
just put the kids out. Put himself out his misery, innit?
Let me say this now. Live tonight. We're live tonight. Does he go?
Hey, listen, let me tell you something about Abramovich, yeah? Abramovich sacked Ancelotti in the tunnel, my yard. Yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah? That's the difference. That backbone, you know? Ancelotti, he got a question mark text in the tunnel. Question mark. What was that? Yeah. Fired. Hold that. In fact, you know what? Gentlemen, have a good evening. I'm going to let you continue talking about. I'm going to let D have his response, and I'll watch back on YouTube later on how you. Yeah, chat. Big up the man. Them. If I have the glasses on next week, it's on Poch. If I have the glasses on, good night. Good night.
As he's done, mate. He's done. Nah, and this is the thing, Norm, is that
my God, at the bridge,
the way these
bridge.
I'm saying the way these guys get paid well and the way they don't perform, it does as fans. It adds the fans losing their mind, and sometimes you gotta like pull yourself away from the emotion of it and say that these mans ain't paying my bills. Yeah, I support my club, but I can't be that entrenched that now I got to work and I can't work.
You got emotionally,
you know what I mean?
detach yourself. Because it's very difficult, D, because you invest a lot of your time and energy and sometimes money going to the games and whatnot.
Yeah,
these guys, when they go home, they just switch off.
When
they lose, we go again. It's always. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with Man United now.
And I don't know if you even heard this, Norm. These guys kicked off at the coaches saying that they didn't want to come in for warm down training and videos from the game after losing on the Sunday. They said, "Oh no, tell him that we want a day off." And the coaches went, "No, you have to earn a day off. That was your game to win. If you had won that game, he would have given you the day off, and you come back in on Monday."
Because
we're playing on Wednesday.
Yeah, all I'm saying that as he said it in his statement last week when he was, talking about what is hoping to do with Man United.
Yeah.
And one thing that needs to happen is the culture in your club needs to be, the
change.
heart of it needs to be ripped out.
Yeah.
And you go again, because right now, and these players that are in there, I don't know who's leading it, but these players need to go in the summer. You're going to have to rip everything up again and go again.
And no, I said this all season. We don't win a title with Rashford and Bruno as our main guys. We don't. Because I'm looking at every other team we're chasing, and none of them teams have a Rashford or Bruno in there. Not your team, not Liverpool, not Man City. Because none of them would take these guys. Maybe for bench players, little 10 minutes here and there cameos. But for your main guys, you guys are not taking. These are our leaders, allegedly, Bruno and Rashford. And I suppose you throw an aging Casemiro and Varane in there.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight he's starting Lindelof over Johnny Evans at centre-back and playing Amrabat at left-back. Like, bro, against Gibbs White and Alanga. Are you mad? It's like, I don't know what he's doing, Norm. I'm saying, he's saying, just fire me already, Ineos. Just fire me already. That must be what he's saying. I think it's got to him because he had a meltdown in the press conference as well. Right. I'm saying, what happened to my manager? Like, no composure. If you look at Arteta don't get rattled really in press conferences.
Not really. I mean, he's got it good though. I call him he's Teflon, man. He's Teflon, so he's got it good, man.
But this guy is getting rattled over the last few weeks.
Yeah,
and he's playing Rashford for the middle again.
Was it you or Jay that sent? He was answering a question about something and he totally misunderstood what the guy was saying. He literally just stood by his gun. I can't remember. It was an Instagram post or something, and with Eric Ten Hag, I can't remember who sent it. If it was yourself or
it's probably Jason.
Yeah.
But it's like Norms.
I think the reporter was answering about why you haven't played this player or whatnot, and he was coming back. It was kind of backwards and forwards, but essentially, Eric didn't answer the question. It's just like,
no, he won't because he knows he's going to get called out. He knows, no, because like I say, if I'm Gibbs White and Alanga, I'm saying go after Amrabat at left back because he's not natural there. That's what I'm saying as a coach.
Yeah,
get on the ball and run at this guy, make him make mistakes. Like the low is comfortable at right back. You know what I mean, and he's pretty decent at left back. You have to remember, Garnacho don't track back.
Oh, Chelsea have just equalised 1-1.
Yeah. So it's like, where's your help?
Yeah.
Now we should go to Forest, even with this makeshift team, and do something. So I'm not going to write them off yet, but I just don't like the lineup. I don't know what he's thinking there. Surely you play Varane with Johnny Evans, and not Lindelof, who's a liability.
Yeah.
Never mind. I have to stop moaning about them. Yeah,
well,
but
who's likely to go first? Who gets the top? Who's out of Poch, out of Eric, out of Eddie Howe? Finishing out of the Champions League spot and getting knocked out. You know, I mean, he's currently sitting 10th at the moment. So who's going to be pulling the trigger first? Wolverhampton are currently winning 1-0 in the first minute against Brighton, so they've got a fast start as well.
Yeah, you've already got Alanga running right already.
Really?
Tell you no. Yeah, man. Just scratch my head, mate. Like for me, right? Man United will always do this thing. If they're gonna fire him, they'll fire him once they see, right, mathematically we can't catch Villa. But the word on the street is they'll just let him see it out to the summer because he don't serve any purpose. He's still got a year left on a contract. But I think if he offers them no Europe, because Sir Jim said it, for FSP to work for us in the summer,
we need Europe.
We need Champions League football. Well, he said Champions League, and then next time he said Europe. He kind of, he probably said, I don't want to put him under pressure for Champions League, but if it gets into Europa League, there's still money to be made. But if you're not in Europe, there's no money to be made in Europe, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we have to sell well. And that would mean pushing out some of those high-paid senior players like your Varanes and your Casemiros. And so
focus.
Bless you, boy. What, it's good. No. I thought Chelsea had conceded again.
Oh right, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I look at that, and you know what? Even in both interviews, Norman, not one time did he mention Ten Hag's name. He never called his name once.
Mm.
He just said, you know, when you look at the managers since Sir Alex, he called Sir Alex name quite a few times in them interviews. And you know, we spoke about taking his son to the '99 final and all these kind of things. But and he says, if you look at all the managers, good and bad, top managers that come to Man United and haven't done what they've done elsewhere. So he knows. That's why he's trying to literally break up that thing at the top.
Yeah.
And then obviously he'll start getting rid of so-called technical directors or whatever you want to call them. And we just hit the bar. Anthony. He started Anthony tonight, Norm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, right. So this is a guy with no assists.
They're saying Alex stayed too long.
Where, Old Trafford?
Yeah, that's what Jay's saying.
No, he didn't, because I'll tell you what, he went out winning the title. But this is what he didn't do. He never had a contingency plan. It's almost like leaving head, you know, if you go back to our church background, leading head office with no paperwork, nothing to hand over to the new man. That's what he did. He kind of said, listen, man, I'm retiring. I'm Scottish. You're Scottish. Come and take my job.
Yeah.
And Moyes said, yeah, man, that works. Let's have a scotch. A couple of scotches later. Yeah, man, Moyes is coming. Everyone's like, who? Moyes from Everton. Is Alex? Is this a board thing? No. This is Alex thing. He said that's his successor, David Moyes. And you remember what Rooney said it on the overlap. He said the senior players weren't having him. That's why he lasted 5 minutes. Rooney said it. Didn't hold back on it either. And Roy was like, yeah, I was hearing that way. And he said, yeah, senior players weren't having it. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing. And Alex knew that he didn't. And I said to my brother, I remember this, I said, if Moyes comes in straight after Alex winning the title and retiring with this same bunch of aging, depleted squad, and he wins the title, then he kind of looks at Fergie and said, hold on, he just came in his first season and won the league. Fergie knew that team weren't winning nothing. I don't think Fergie expected 10 years later not to win the league, but in that first year, he never wanted Moyes to win the league. That's why he set him up. Done like a Kipper Norms.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be your Scottish mate. So the rest is history in the way we've allowed players to manipulate and dictate and like I say, rotten from top to bottom, where commercially we've been a commercial club rather than an actual football club looking to win the big trophies. And so what Ines is saying, it stops in the summer. Come the summer, it stops. So we're making the changes now that in the summer, things are in place to start implementing a revival, whether it's 2 years. He never said in next year, he said in 2 years' time moving forward, you'll see a different Man United. So we'll see.
It's a quick question from Big D. Is Christian Eriksen done?
No, he's not done. And I'll tell you why he's not done. Because he can play in the 10. If we play Eriksen in the 10, no, we don't have to play every week. We play him in the 10. He doesn't need to start every game. You play him in the big games, and you spare his body. But don't play Eriksen in the 6. Come on, man. He offers nothing in the 6. Play him in the 10. And
that's again down to Erik ten Hag and how he's setting out the team. You know what I mean? It's putting them in the wrong positions.
And at least give him a go in the 10,
which
he hasn't done. I remember one time he played him at centre forward. Eriksen's not a centre forward. He played him in the 9, and we were like, "What are you doing? Just a gamble," because we had the injuries. But give him a shot with Haaland or whoever other striker we get in the summer. Give him a shot at playing some of the big games, or we should have scored. McSauce header, never mind.
Okay. Well, just quickly, just so some new manager bounced on Oliver Glasgow, he was managing Frankfurt, I believe. Coming at Crystal Palace. Listen, Burnley are pretty much whipping boys. They end up losing that game, having a man sent off and losing that game 3-0. Listen, Burnley, Sheffield United, you know, they're gone. I think what will happen with Vincent Kompany, I think he'll go back down, get the parachute money, and hopefully, you know, the club will spend some money, because they didn't spend anything. Because if you don't spend, you just ain't going to survive in the Premier League.
That's what I said all
season.
season.
It's as simple as that.
I said it would be a travesty for them to fire him after giving him no money to spend. You can't say come up in the Premier League where everything changes, Norm.
Yeah.
And you expect the man to go 38 games and not give him a penny to spend and stay up. It's just unrealistic. So I would have been annoyed if they fired him because I think, well, like you've literally hung him out to dry with no money. If he spends, just say he spends 150 mil and brings in 3 or 4 key players to be your new spine, and he's still thinking of joining up, then okay, you spent 150 mil.
I think the problem with companies that he decided that he was going to continue playing
the same way.
I think Craig Bellamy was he's assistant coach, I think, and I think they just insisted on playing the same style of football. They have, and they play risky football, playing at the back and getting caught. They thought that at some point during the campaign that the team would gel and especially at home at least win more games at home. But mate, I think they've won 3 games all season. 3 games.
And the thing is,
and how many draws?
And the thing is as well, even if they were winning and drawing at home and getting slapped on the road, you say, okay, you know what?
They're getting slapped at home.
And that's the thing.
Yeah,
and there's something that I think I was talking to Jason about this. I was saying that okay, Haaland's out, right? Scott's your fox in the box. Play Scott in the centre forward. Then put Rashford back out on the left.
Yeah.
Put whoever on the right, whether it be Garnacho or Anthony, and then you play Bruno or Ericsson in the 10 to support McTominay until Haaland comes back, because we literally got one striker. This is Man United, one striker.
Yeah, and it's mad.
Come on, man.
It's mad. Yeah.
Like, and these are the things that the new owners talked about. That even our squad. He spoke about the squad depth and the squad balance and all these things. Like what are we doing here? Why do we only have one fit striker? And he's one of the youngest players in the club. His first season in the club. You're expecting this 20-year-old kid to carry you to the promised land and Champions League football in his first season at Man United. I mean, it's delusional behaviour. And others think, nah, man, what a man said, he's a crackhead. I hate calling people crackheads, but you got to wonder what he does for recreational in his spare time, because you're thinking, what are you watching? What are you watching? And I mean, this is if Nuno Santos does us over tonight, man, I don't know.
But listen, let's just quickly move on to
I'll go to the City game, though.
Let's move on to Everton quickly. Everton obviously just recently had, we'll say recently, they had 10 points deducted. It went to review. The FA or the Premier League come back and reduced that ban to 6 points. So they've moved up the table above Brentford to 15th place on 25 points, only beat by goal difference. And Brentford got to be really careful, because they're falling like a lead balloon at the moment.
They
Everton,
are.
with that saying, Everton have now, got those 4 points back to put them to 25. But the other thing, they've still got the other pending charges.
The pending charge, yeah.
So
the thing is, right now, what are your thoughts on them still messing about with that as we're getting into the meat of the season? Because I think it makes the FA look like a right circus, Norm. Because you take your all in points, then you just give them 6 back. You say, "Oh, you got another case, so we might end up taking that 6 back anyway." And I'm saying,
and I think they don't. I don't think, and they won't hear the outcome of that until I think it's beginning of April. So you're got a month before the season finishes. It's mad because these guys. I mean, listen, Everton just got to just do what they got to do on the pitch. Yeah. Look, they conceded. In the, I think it was the 92nd minute, 95th minute. Lewis Dunk getting the equaliser. That would have been handy, getting those 3 points, because that would have taken them a bit, further up the field. Yeah. But they've ended up taking 2 points. But thankfully, the thing came in at the right time, and they obviously, got the 4 points back. So I mean, looking at that, I mean, we know definitely Burnley and Sheffield United are going down. You've got Brentford, you've got Luton, you've got Everton. Out
Everton,
of those
yeah.
clubs, who is likely to join them? Nottingham Forest on 24 points, minus 14 goal difference. Brentford on 25 points. They're dropping like a lead balloon. They lost badly, to who do they play and just got battered the other day. Brentford.
Oh yeah, but what they lost 4-2? Was it 4-2 they lost?
Yeah, 4-2. I believe. I think it was 4-2.
Yeah.
To West Ham. And West Ham
West
now
Ham, yeah. They
won
slapped,
their first game in 2024. Pretty much 3-0 down. What's the name getting a hat trick? Gerard Bowen getting a hat trick.
Gerard Bowen, yeah. And isn't it a streaky player, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you remember he's playing as that lone striker because Antonio's injured.
Yeah, but he's back now.
He's
back now. Yeah, he came on as a substitute in that game. I think I'm trying to think what point. I think he came on in this. I think it was like in the latter part, but around the 70th minute or something like that. 70th minute, whatever. But yeah, so Brentford, they're looking over their shoulder. Ivan Toney's come back after his 6-month ban or whatever it was, scoring like since he's been away, he scored 4 goals. He didn't have a great game in that game. But
it was a bit off it, weren't he?
Yeah.
But then this may be that clubs have been in his ear with his agent. That's because he's playing like he knows that he's out of there. And the thing is, I said to my brother that if they get relegated, then you won't have to overpay for Ivan Toney.
Yeah. Listen, definitely, if they do get relegated, then the price is going to come down. They're not going to get the money that they should get. But I mean, so just looking at the likelihood of who goes down out of who's got enough to keep them up. So you've got Brentford, obviously Ivan Toney. You've got Nottingham Forest. Listen, they're kind of hit and miss. Luton at home, they're strong, but listen, they got slapped up last night 6-2 in the FA Cup.
Yeah. I don't know if Luton played a strong team last night.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they didn't. Just because they really want to stay up.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If I could cherry pick Norm, a team to stay up, I'd cherry pick Luton.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great story for
and I think
to stay up.
Are they currently building a new stadium or something?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So they're doing all the right things.
So if I go from
Palace downwards,
I think Fulham are safe on 32 points.
Yeah.
So if we go Palace downwards, 28 points with a minus 13 goal difference. AFC Bournemouth 28 with a minus 13 goal difference. 14, sorry to my lie, so I say. Everton minus 6 of 25. But we don't know what's going to happen in April. So this is the thing where
that minus 6 could save them, Norm.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's actually decent.
And then Brentford
minus 11. Yeah, minus 11, 25 points.
25 points. Nottingham Forest on minus 14 on 24
points.
And then Luton on minus 16, 20 points.
Yeah.
So out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's the one that you think is likely to follow Sheffield and Burnley down?
For me, it's probably going to be between Forest and Luton, unfortunately.
Okay.
Even though I would like Luton to stay.
Right.
Yeah. I think Brentford's got enough to stay up now because what's name's back as well. Wizard. He's back as well from injury.
He scored in that game.
He did. So I think Brentford are getting some key players back at the right time of the season from the injuries.
Yeah.
But if Forest win tonight, Forest might get their tails up, mate.
Exactly.
And so I think Luton's the one. Obviously, they're 4 points adrift, and they Rashford wasteful, my lord. and they're let me see, they're a minus 16 goal difference, 4 points off safety. So Luton are still favourites to go down as it sits, but Forest or Brentford could get themselves dragged into that dogfight because obviously I'm looking at you know what, they've got a game in their norms. Luton have already played 25 games, bro.
Oh, so they got a game in hand.
So yeah, so if they win that game in hand, 23 points, they're right back in it, Norm.
Right.
They're right back in it, and so yeah, so I think Palace, Bournemouth, and Everton are safe. Brighton, Forest, and Luton are the three that are going to be in the mix, fighting for their lives to stay up. And like I say, if Brentford go down, then boy, we better go after Tony. That's all I'm saying. He probably wants to stay in London anyway. He probably wants to stay in London and go to Chelsea.
We'll see what happens there. Liverpool just kicked off. I think Jay will be watching that game. It's currently 0-0 with Southampton. I don't even know. I was going to say that I'm going to just have a quick look at their lineup, Liverpool's lineup. So you've got Kumas, Gakpo, and Elliott, the front three. So I don't even know. Yeah, as a front three, because let's see who they got on the bench. Right, yeah. So Nunes is not on the bench. Salah's not on the bench. They got another. It's quite not a brilliant bench. Kanate. A lot of these guys I don't even know. Yeah, they've and this is what I'm saying. This could be their Achilles heel if they don't get enough players back, because they've got a lot of games coming thick and fast, and they've got some big games coming up as well against they got to go to. I think they got to play. I think they got Tottenham to come to them. Have they got? Is Man City? Have they played Man City yet? Liverpool. Both. Have they played them twice yet? I don't think they have they?
No, they haven't. No, I'm sure
right. We played them twice.
Yeah, have you played them twice yet, Norms?
Yeah, we got 4 points out of them.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Their ground, we beat them 3-1 at the Emirates. So listen, you know what I mean. So this game could be tricky for them tonight. But listen, they're at home when they got the cop. You know what I mean. So we'll see what happens. It's 4 minutes in. It's still 0-0. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Just want to quickly, it's coming down now, people. We're just coming down now. So listen. So you're saying basically it's between Nottingham Forest and Luton to possibly go down. That's going to be the top, and the bottom is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it's the middle is the middle. You know what I mean? The middle is the middle. But listen, let's go on to the what's going on Fantasy Prem. If you want to just give us a shout out that Big D, see how people are doing.
Yeah.
How's Malcolm X doing? Is she moved up the table, or was she still in 15?
I'm just opening that for you there, Norms. Should have opened that earlier. All right, here we go. What's going on? Malcolm X is still clinging to that 15th spot.
Okay.
She's down one. The carefree mafia.
I think she made Saka. I think he was vice captain. I think she made.
And Haaland captain. I think most people captain Haaland just because he just made sense, and then obviously you would have got more points. Should have got more points from Saka, believe it or not.
Right.
Because he had scored 10 points, so he would have got 20 with the captain's armband. You know what I mean? And that would have taken her. That would have taken her back to 14th.
Right.
I'm looking at I'm looking at us guys fighting at the top there. Emmanuel Botwy, myself, Del Grady, Richard Tuck, in the 1500 point one. Yeah, no. Emmanuel, the guy at the top, he's actually he's actually 54 points in front of me, mate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, this guy's
is there any catching him?
He's cooking. well, game week 20. Yeah, there's still time because there's still chips to play as well. And that's where you're going to catch him. I don't know how many chips he's played, but in if me, Del, and Richard have got chips to catch him, because if you look at the gap from Richard to Ez, he's on 1507. Ez is on 1429. So it's a huge gap for Ez to catch up just to get into that Champions League spot. But the top four, are kind of it's kind of.
And Scott
is it's literally Scott in the future.
Did he move up to 7th?
He's moved up to 7th. Yeah.
Okay.
And so him, Ez, and Sean Connery all moved up all scoring in the low 60s, which was decent. 62, 62, 62. Yeah, so yeah, it's still gonna be a hard one to call. But like I said, Emmanuel Botwy, which is Boss Man United, that's the man running away right now with a 54-point lead at the top.
Let's just share now
man.
The what's going prediction league table. So Big D, you're still there at the top. Everybody's scoring.
Everyone got a blue this week.
Everybody got a blue, so we got the outcome right, but not the actual correct score and outcome. So you're on 20 points, and that's by virtue why you're at the top, because you're in better form than Chile.
Yeah, them greens, man. Look at them 2 greens, Norm.
Yeah, nice.
Back-to-back greens, mate.
Back-to-back, you know what I mean? I need to get a back-to-back green because I'm a little bit worried with Ez only sitting 3 points behind me. I'm currently on 17 points.
Yeah.
So I need to pick wisely this weekend. And Kofi on 18 points. So it's quite tight. You know,
I just picked.
Yeah. You know, you just picked. What did you go for? Arsenal 3, Sheffield United 0. You joker. Oh boy, it is what it is. It is what it is. I need to go and pick an easy one.
There's still Man City and Liverpool out there, no? Man City and Liverpool out there.
I'm going to try and get in there straight after and put that in there. But sometimes I go for the teams that,
exactly.
You know what I mean? The quirky ones. You know what I mean? But sometimes you know what I mean. You kind of think
there's some real tight games this week.
Yeah, there's definitely
in the middle of the table and the relegation zone. I was looking at I was like, I don't know what to pick here.
I think I might go for these one. I know Ez is going to go for Chelsea because I think they play. Yeah, who's Chelsea got this weekend?
Chelsea, hold on there, matey. Chelsea away to Brentford, mate. 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday.
That could be a tricky one.
Potential banana skin there, you know.
I think Ez is going to go for it because he's going to back his team. I think that could be a bit of a banana skin for him.
There's no midday kickoff. No 12:30. They're all 3 o'clocks.
Yeah.
Apart from the
Tottenham are home to Crystal Palace, isn't it?
Yeah, Tottenham home to Palace. Everton.
New manager bounce, low block. Let's see what happens there. I think Everton. Chelsea are now 2-1 up. 2-1 up. 2-1 up. Malako Mudryk.
Is it?
There's talk about Mudryk. Was in tears about going to Chelsea. He went to come to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you can keep him, mate. Don't need him. Yeah, you keep progressing the guy. Yeah, you keep training him. You keep coaching him.
Yeah.
If you look at it to kick a ball, you know what I mean. But they're winning 2-1. Assist by Ryan Sterling.
Yeah, if you run through quickly, Everton hosting West Ham, Fulham hosting Brighton, Newcastle hosting Wolves, Nottingham Forest hosting Liverpool, Tottenham hosting Palace, Brentford hosting Chelsea, Luton hosting Aston Villa on Saturday. Then Sunday we have the Manchester Derby, my lord. We have City hosting Man United, 15:30. You know
what? I'm ready if I go for that.
Kofi, you chief. 3-1 City, you chief.
He's a chief. You're a chief. Kofi, you're a chief.
Right. And then we got Bournemouth hosting. No, sorry, Burnley hosting Bournemouth. Yeah, on Sunday.
Oh,
and
God,
then
it's going to make it difficult.
Some hard games, to pick. You know,
I'm going to have to look at this.
Very hard games to pick.
Yeah. Oh boy. I wanted to go for the Manchester Derby, but Kofi's got in there. So
Kofi's gone there, man. He's gone 3-1. At least he's giving us a goal. He's giving us a goal.
Oh, listen, you never know. Listen, what you might not expect, yeah? You know, they could come and shock you. And that's typical of Man United to do that, you know what I mean? But the problem is you haven't got a striker. That's the problem.
Yeah, and
City do lead goals, though. City do lead
goals.
Yeah. You could hit them on the break, you know what I mean? But, you know, the middle of that part, you need to control the middle of that part. But when you got the likes of De Bruyne in there.
He didn't start Kobe tonight. So maybe he's saying that he needs to rest him for the City game.
Yeah.
But what I don't want is him setting this kid up.
Do you think it'd be Kobe and Casemiro?
Casemiro, yeah. He's playing Casemiro and McSauce in the double pivot tonight.
Okay, but
McSauce is way up, you know. He's not sitting with Casemiro again.
Okay.
So this is what we're getting round through.
Weekend Is it Casemiro and Kobe as a double pivot or what?
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I think that's what it'll do.
What Bruno playing as a what?
What does Bruno do, Norms? Exactly. I can't tell you where Bruno plays. He just runs around.
And I'm assuming he'll play Rashford down the middle.
Yeah, that's what he's done tonight again. He's put Anthony back in the mix.
Right.
On the right and Garnacho on the left.
Okay. That's going to be an interesting lineup. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Big Manchester derby. We'll see what go on there. But
because if you're looking at it, like even this game, I think Bruno's supposed to be playing in like the floating 10. But McTominay is right up there. It's like they're both trying to play the 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so
is he kind of playing? He's not playing like a false nine, is he?
You can play 2 10s, you know. But
yeah,
not with these two players.
No, but is he playing? Is just Tommy look like he's playing because he's playing so far up? Is he like playing like a false 9?
Maybe, I don't even know.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's hard to when you're watching it play, you're like,
I'll have to watch the game and see. Yeah,
because if you look at when they do the lineup, it looks like Tommy's supposed to be in a double pivot with Casemiro. But he's way up norm. Kaz is playing like a lone 6 again.
Well, let me look at that.
And I just like it's scratching. I just like I don't know.
So I'm just looking at the lineup. You've got Rashford down the middle. You've got Anthony on the right, Fernandes in the 10 role, Garnacho at left. Yeah. And then he's got McTominay and Casemiro. But the thing is,
it looks like a double pivot.
It looks like a double pivot. But you've got my man and Fernandes pushing. So it's almost like they're leaving Casemiro by himself.
Exactly. And then they'll say, Kaz is at fault.
Exactly. And that's where the problem is, because Casemiro is going to go in for rash tackles or they're going to cut through you because them man's like Tommy hasn't got the legs to get back and Fernandes hasn't got the legs to get back.
And the thing is, if you're not getting cooked, if you're not getting cooked on the wings, then Amrabat can almost slot in and be that sneaky defensive midfielder because he's playing him at left back. Yeah. So I think he's trying to play him at left back inverted to help out in midfield.
Right.
But if you got Alanga racing down that wing, then Amrabat's got to stay in that left back role.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? So none of it makes sense to me. I'm just like, what are we playing here?
Interesting times. But listen, people, thank you for staying with us. Really appreciate it. Please smash that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. We go again next week. We'll see what the outcome is again for the FA Cup, 5th round, round 5. And then we've got the Premier League weekend, a big Manchester derby, Man City against Man United. KDB and the monster, the Terminator. I've just turned the corner and said, bro, how about this 9GA in the Luton game, eh?
Mad at it. And they've got John Stones back now as well.
And John Stones back. So it's going to be crazy. Right. And you pray that it's not a cricket score. Let's pray it's not a cricket score.
Well, I just saw Alex sat with David Gill in the stands.
Right.
I was like, tell you what, David Gill did a very good interview, Norms. Like a 3-part interview with Rio and them on the 5 channel. And just revealed some stuff that you were like, rah.
You love him really, Chili. You love us really, mate.
Chili, you soft lad. What's going on, bro?
He's probably just come out from the cotton fields. But listen, we are about to shut the show down, people. So please hit the like button, subscribe,
and share, guys.
If you are new and
get those algorithms up.
Get them up. Exactly. We're on next week. Again, we go again. Hopefully my voice will be back. We go away to Sheffield United. Let's see what we can do there, people. Listen, people, we're out here. Take care and God bless.